Breaking news, my country people. Now, wow, despite the numerous assurances by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that the fuel subsidy is gone, Daily Trust findings shows that the federal government paid about 169.4 billion. Yes, so my country people, 169.4 billion as subsidy in August to keep the pump price as at 620 per litre. Despite everything wey Tinubu don talk say, well, the subsidy payment is gone, throwing the country into chaos, into crisis. In fact, with that very statement, the prices of petrol, which was selling at about 200 per litre or so, then skyrocketed to 500 and something per litre. Immediately, Tinubu made that declarations. All petrol stations were locked down. They were shut down so they can increase the price. So, there have been several reports suggesting that the current price stagnation despite the worsening exchange rates and the international crude price crossing $95 a barrel suggests a return of subsidy. A document by the Federal Account Allocation Committee, FAAC, cited by news reporters, showed that in August 2023, the Nigerian liquefied natural gas paid about $275 million as dividends to the Nigeria via the NNPC Limited. And the NNPC used $220 million out of the 169.4 billion, I beg your pardon, to pay for the PMS subsidy. And then the NNPC held back $55 million illegally. So the revelation by the FAAC effectively indicates that indeed the fuel subsidy is back. The subsidy payment is back. The NNPC is now taking NLNG dividends to pay the subsidy. So, the former president Muhammad Buhari left the country with the highest amount spent on subsidizing petrol in Nigeria's history. According to the Oil and Gas Industry report conducted by Nigeria Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative, the cost of petrol subsidy from 2015 to 2020 was at 1.99 trillion. Also, reports from the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, the NNPC, to the Federation Account Allocation Committee showed that petrol subsidy costs 1.57 trillion in 2021 alone, and another 1.27 trillion from January 2022 to May 2022. The government thereafter budgeted for 3 trillion to cover petrol subsidy costs from June 2022 to June 2023. And aggregation of the entire cost showed that under President Buhari, the government spent about 7.83 trillion on petrol subsidies. So, my country people, this is what we are seeing. Now we know that as the day goes by, the price of dollar, is increasing against the naira. The naira is falling while the dollar is rising. Now we have a dollar for 1,000 per dollar. Dollar price now has hit 1,000 naira, my country people. At July, then the exchange rate was at 820, and then it entered 920 per dollar, from 920, 950, and then 990 naira. Now it is 1,000 per dollar. And that's how the price of the petrol, that's the crude oil, That's how it is. So, my country people, indications have shown that definitely Tinubu's government has gone back to subsidy payments. Yes, they have gone back to subsidy payments because with the way it is and the price of our petrol still remaining the same as it is, it shows that yes, the federal government, they are paying secretly paying for subsidy. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this issue? Well, these are reactions from Nigerians. If the government wishes to assist the masses, the subsidy should be reversed so that the prices of food items and essential needs will be met for the common man. Well, I don't think so. If that is the wishes of the government, then so shall it be. Okay, guys, these are just few reactions from Nigerians. You see, you know that ever since Tinubu removed this subsidy payment, the country was thrown into chaos. There was a lot of tension. The NLC and other trade union, they were kicking, to make sure that Tinubu make sure he cushioned the effect of the first subsidy by bringing palliatives that would help cushion the effect. And up to now, according to the NLC, they've not seen anything. They've not even heard from the federal government. Meanwhile, the government has gone ahead to remove subsidy. A lot of people have said that Tinubu's subsidy removal, that's the decision of Tinubu to remove the subsidy, was very hasty. He made a very hasty decision without putting things in place, and now we have dollar, increasing day by day. Now we also know that Tinubu has assured that our refineries, the one in Port Harcourt, will kickstart as from December, 2023. And Dangote has already said, well, before the year ends, his refinery would also resume, production, that they would kick off before the end of this year. I think they said in October. Yes, my country people. So, guys, what are your thoughts on this issue? That the federal government, indications has clearly shown that Tinubu's government is secretly paying for subsidy. So, guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comment section. Thank you.